I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you and welcome. At this time, I'd like to call the regular board meeting for the Oceana County Board of Commissioners to order on December 19th, 2024. And I ask the clerk to do a roll call, please.
Public hearing first.
Public hearing, there we go. I stand corrected. I'd like to call the board to order, and we have a public hearing for annexation of property to the village of Rothbury. Is there anybody who wants to address the request to annex property into the village of Rothbury? Again, it is a public hearing, so I'll ask 3 times. Does anybody want to annex or make a statement or have any questions about the annexation request from Rothbury? And a 3rd time? Hearing none, at this time, I will close the public hearing, and I would ask the clerk to do a roll call for the regular meeting.
Mr. Erickson?
Here.
Mr. McCormick?
Here.
Mr. Beggs?
Here.
Mr. Hardy?
Here.
Mr. Walker?
Here, I ask for approval of the minutes from December 5th, 2024. Do you want separate approvals for motion for the December 5th meeting first?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Moved by Mr. McCormick, do I have a support?
I'll support Hardy.
Support by Mr. Hardy. Are there any comments or questions or concerns? All in favor of approval of the minutes have presented, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The minutes stand approved. Now I would request a motion to approval of the closed session minutes from November 14th, 2024.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Moved by Mr. Beggs. Do you have a support?
Second.
Second by Mr. McCormick. Any comments on the minutes? Hearing none, all in favor of approval, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed. I asked that everybody pass the closed session minutes copies back down to the clerk, please.
Thank you.
Not hard for them to get lost in the stack.
Thank you. Thank you, Amy.
Thank you.
Conflict of interest disclosure regarding the agenda items. And do any board members have a conflict of interest they want to disclose? Hearing none, changes to the agenda. I'm gonna ask for a change to the agenda that right after the payment of claims, that we have the clerk swear in the commissioners for the new term.
So noted, should we do something with jury box seating?
So,
No action.
pardon me?
Unless,
You wanna authorize repair?
if you,
Authorize repair
well,
of the cushions.
it'd be the purchase of the cushions, so if you could just wait till we're able to get some cushions, lined up, and then but the maintenance part is our maintenance staff, so you wouldn't have to do anything with that, if that's the avenue that
Yes.
you wish to go.
Yes, I'm good.
No action for now. No action.
Yeah, and so I have one change to the agenda. Are there any other changes to the agenda? I ask for a move to approve the agenda with the one change.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Thank you, Mr. Beggs.
Support.
Support by Mr. Erickson. Any comments? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Public comments. Do we have any public comments at this time? Hearing none, Mr. McCormick, Rothbury annexation.
Mr. Walker, I make a motion 2024-150 to adopt resolution number 24-05, including Exhibit A, annexing a specific territory to the village of Rothbury, resulting in territory to be included within the corporate limits of the village of Rothbury.
Thank you, Mr. McCormick. Do we have a support?
I'll support.
Thank you, Mr. Beggs. Discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. McCormick,
Yeah.
Mr. Beggs,
Yes.
Mr. Hardy,
Yes.
Mr. Erickson,
Yes.
Mr. Walker.
Yes. Thank you, Commissioners. Mr. Erickson, jury box seating,
Present time, no action.
no action at this time. Thank you, Mr. Erickson.
I'd like to make one more comment on the jury box seating on the cost. You know, we had that, the seating cost was 12,000 and change, and there was the 1350 freight. But then if you look at the back page, there's also a $5,000 installation charge. So that gets you, then you're up over 19,000.
And we will let the maintenance do the work on them, and we'll look at cushions for them. Okay. So there'll be no action on that at this time.
Yep.
Thank you, Mr. McCormick. Mr. Beggs?
I'd like to make motion 2024-151 to approve the 2025 meeting schedule for the Board of Commissioners committees and the regular board.
Do we have a support?
I'll support Hardy.
Thank you, Mr. Hardy. Mr. Hardy, Board of Commissioner appointment for District
Do you
2.
want a roll call or a voice vote?
Pardon me?
Roll call or voice vote
On the
on
commissioner
the
schedule.
commissioner's
I
schedule?
think that could just be a voice.
Oh,
Mhm.
roll, the Commissioner's schedule as presented, roll call vote on that.
Okay. Mr. Beggs,
Yes.
Mr. Hardy,
Yes.
Mr. Erickson,
Yes.
Mr. McCormick,
Yeah.
Mr. Walker.
Yes, thank you, Amy.
Mhm.
Mr. Hardy, the Board of Commissioner appointment for District 2.
Yes, Mr. Walker, motion 2024-152 to appoint Joel McCormick to the Board of Commissioners for District 2 to replace Phil Morris from January 1st, 2025 through December 31, 2026.
Do we have a support?
I'll support.
Moved by Mr. Hardy, support by Mr. Beggs. Any comments? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Hardy,
Yes.
Mr. Beggs,
Yes.
Mr. McCormick,
Yeah.
Mr. Erickson,
Yes.
Mr. Walker.
Yes. Mr. Erickson, Council on the Aging, Specialized Services.
Mr. Walker, I present motion 2024-154 to approve the contract for the Michigan Department of Transportation for Specialized Services Operating Assistance Program for the Oceana County Council on Aging and allow the chair to sign.
Thank you, Mr. Erickson. Do we have a support?
I'll support Hardy.
Thank you, Mr. Hardy. Any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Erickson,
Yes.
Mr. Hardy,
Yes.
Mr. Beggs,
Yes.
Mr. McCormick,
Yeah.
Mr. Walker.
Yes. Thank you, ladies. Mr. McCormick, appointment to the LRE Oversight Policy Board.
Motion 2024-155 to appoint Commissioner Robert Walker to the Lake Shore Regional Entity Oversight Policy Board for a 3-year term from January 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2027.
Do we have a support?
I'll support.
Any moved by Mr. McCormick, support by Mr. Beggs. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed. Mr. Hardy, payment of claims.
Yes, Mr. Walker, ask for board approval of accounts payable and release of funds, Thursday, December 19th, 2024. Ambulance fund total $6,874.34. Brownfield redevelopment, I'm sorry, scratch that. Brownfield redevelopment authority total $202.20. Indigent Defense Fund total, $36,122.77. Canine Unit Fund, $4,619.71. ARPA Fund total was $71,104.75. Department of Veterans Affairs, $10,285.05. Technology and Innovation Fund total, $2,475. Building Department Fund total, $18,573.72. And a General Fund total of $559,948.33, for a grand total of $710,205.87.
Thank you, Mr. Hardy. Do we have a support?
Support.
Moved by Mr. Hardy, support by Mr. Erickson, was it?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Support by Mr. Erickson. Any questions or comments?
I have a question, Mr. Walker.
Yes.
On the building department, that top line at 14,000, what is included in that item? Mr. Hardy read off the department, the building department total, but the top line.
That would be the wages for the contractual employees in the building department, building inspection
So
department.
is that, the fees for inspection
That's
that we're paying,
the
what we're
percentage.
paying out to inspectors?
Yeah, the percentage.
Is that whole number?
And when a permit is pulled in any of the categories, 50% of the fee is paid. When the occupancy permit or the final permit, or the final is approved on the permit, the other 50% is paid. So that would, some of these may be for a final and some may be for the, for the original.
And the rest of that section is for the time and a half, or the 1.5 employees in the office.
Great.
Does that explain you?
Yeah.
Answer your question? Any other questions? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Hardy?
Yes.
Mr. Erickson?
Yes.
Mr. McCormick?
Yeah.
Mr. Beggs?
Yeah.
Mr. Walker?
Yes. Reports from the commissioners. Well, before we do that, Amy, would you like to swear in the commissioners?
I certainly will.
This is your last chance.
This is it, guys. So I'm gonna do you all together, but I'll point, okay? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will support the Constitution to the United States and the Constitution of this state, and that you will faithfully discharge the duties of County Commissioner, District 1, Mr. Beggs,
Yes.
District 2, Mr. McCormick,
Yes.
District 3, Mr. Hardy,
Yes.
District 4, Mr. Erickson,
Yes.
District 5, Mr. Walker.
Yes.
To the best of your ability, effective January 1, 2025.
I do.
Thank
All
you.
right. So then I'll have you sign these afterwards.
All right.
Thank you, Amy.
Mhm.
Now, reports from the commissioners. Mr. McCormick,
I don't have anything.
Mr. Erickson.
Well, yeah, Monday, Mr. McCormick called me down to the courthouse to look at the chairs and the jury box, and we met with Dave. It was an early Monday morning, and Monday night, we had a meeting. Tuesday was Newfield. We didn't get to go to Newfield this year. Band concerts, Christmas season. It's nice to have a lighter schedule today than we've had. It's nice, and Amy, thank you very much for many years in the courthouse, and wish you well in your newfound retirement. And
Thank you.
we'll have Melanie now, so things will be back to normal, and thank you for all your service.
Thank you.
It was good to see Brad come in and say goodbye too. That was good.
Thank you, Mr. Erickson. Mr. Beggs.
The Veterans Affairs, we met yesterday, they met yesterday, I just attend and liaise, I guess. They do have two members, terming out, Paul Dees and, oh, good grief. I just lost his name, but, anyway, so we'll be seeing some, appointment recommendations coming from them. They're gonna start advertising those spots, and, so we'll see some new appointment recommendations come to us to, get taken care of. They had a busy holiday season with a lot of, just kind of around Thanksgiving and Christmas. So, they also had Veterans Day 5K and parade, which I think I mentioned previously, that went off really well. So they've been a very busy board there, and, the VSOs in the office, now a VSO and a half, with, Sam in there, along with Jody and, Danny at the front desk. They're just, they're really working hard to reach our veterans in our county, and, even get an opportunity, to help somebody from outside the county if they're not able to get the help they need in their county. But primarily they're focused on outreach to Oceana County veterans, and they're trying some new things with coffee and donuts starting the first of the year with just kind of an open house where vets can come in, and there's no agenda. It's just kind of a meet and greet, give vets an opportunity to maybe just kind of talk to each other or talk to the staff, and they're doing good work over there. Road Commission is well underway with winter weather, along with the thaws, and working on dirt roads, and so they're taking advantage of everything Mother Nature throws at them, and trimming trees and brush and grading gravels, or they're plowing snow. Just depends on the day. So that's probably about all I have.
Mr. Biggs, I just wanted to comment that I know a person who was a World War II vet who just asked some questions of our Veterans Affairs Board, and it was a very, very positive response that he had. And there probably aren't a lot of World War II vets left in the county.
No. Nope.
But it was nice that he could stay right here in the county and ask the questions he wanted to ask.
Yeah, I think our veterans are very well served by that
I
department.
would totally concur with that. So, thank you, Mr. Beggs. Mr. Hardy?
Just a couple things. I'd like to thank Mr. Beggs for sitting in on the Mason Oceana 911 boarding that I was not able to attend. And I heard it was a long meeting and everything went well, so that was good. There was no meeting yesterday. It was actually canceled. Basically, no activity needed. And lastly, I would like to thank Amy for her years of service. It's been very enjoyable working with you. We're gonna miss you, and I hope you have a good time during your retirement.
Thank you.
A couple things. At the West Michigan Health Department meeting on Tuesday, at the regular meeting, they told us that Oceana County has been approved with the grant for the sobriety court. And commissioner from Mason County asked Josh about Mason County, and they said that the decision was made to do one county first. And Oceana County has less criminal cases going through, so that they elected to do Oceana County first. And we will be hearing from them and the judge on how that's actually going to be set up and the whole thing, but it was a nice grant that they received. I know the judge was very interested in doing that. It has been very successful in Muskegon County. Muskegon County not only has a sobriety court, but they have a veterans court also. And I look forward to seeing how that's going to work out in the future here. At the community mental health meeting yesterday, I should say last night, we interviewed two finalists to take Dr. Hovey Williams' place, and there has been a offer extended to one of the two finalists. And they asked that until they get feedback from that finalist, that we just not put any names out there right now with respect for anybody who has applied. And so they're in the process of, Mr. Van Sickle will be working in to negotiate a contract with somebody on that. Very, very interesting process that we could talk about later. But I too would like to thank Amy for her service. And Amy, thank you for being a go-to person when there were questions that came up, not only about the relationship between the board and the clerk's office, but also the background and the working with the county. Sincerely, thank you, and all my best in your retirement.
Thank you.
Tracy, do you have anything for the board?
I don't think so.
Amy, do you have anything for us?
I do. I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, and I am going to miss you all.
We'll still be here. You can come in.
I'll probably watch.
You can go to that side and heckle.
I'll send y'all an email.
You can say all the things you wanted to say over the years without repercussion over there.
And
Well-
you know what? She won't. I guarantee you that. There's too much class for her to say what she wants to say. Are there any public comments at this time? Public comments? I believe we can adjourn the final meeting for the year. And I also want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas. I haven't adopted the holiday thing yet. It's still Christmas for me, and it always
Yep.
will be.
Me too.
And we stand adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do I have anything to sign today?
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yep. Well,
Before
Wanted to say thanks for,
board members
holding
sign
one.
your oaths of office before you leave.
Oh, yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
I
ladies.
was kind of nervous to show my face today, you know.
We're glad you're here. Today's a Marat Day.
Today's a Marat Day.